Hi, I bill myself as the weekend luthier. My catchphrases are, how hard can it be? Hold my beer. I've had no mentor. I work without a second pair of eyes or indeed a cameraman, so there is the issue of split attention. In this update, I will be making 3 mistakes. If you are not an experienced luthier familiar with my process, you may very well miss them. The first was simply due to not thinking. The second was doing a step out of order, sooner rather than later. And the third was an avoidable consequence of the second, had I picked it up in time. You'd think with building 2 guitars at the same time, I would have only made these mistakes on one. But as I have noticed before, when you do multiple guitars at the same time, you end up learning the same lesson that many times without realizing it. These errors are purely cosmetic, and I will either attempt to repair them or introduce a funky design element that to the untrained eye will look as if I'd planned it all along. But you know better. I'm not going to be showing you very much of the next steps, although it's going to take a while to complete them. But they're pretty tedious. When Tasmanian blackwood is steam bent, it sometimes develops a bit of a wave, particularly here and here. I've got to level that. When we trimmed the back, because of the curved angle, there's a little bit of overhang here. We've got to level that. And finally, around the access port, I can feel some of those edges, and I've got to get that area perfectly level. So a lot of sanding. They say you can judge a good carpenter by the ratio of time spent scraping to time spent sanding. Mine's not brilliant. Let's see if we can do something about that. The aim is to get shavings like a plane rather than just dust. We're doing okay. Well, I finished the bulk of the levelling. As you can see, the access port is starting to come to life. Let's talk about spots. Those spots are grain features, and by definition beautiful, because that's what we declare them to be. There's a spot there and another couple in there that I've almost gotten rid of that are seep-through from the lamination glue. So by using some methylated spirits, we can see whether it's going to impact the finish, and I think the answer is not at all. It's the right kind of glue. And while we're about it, let's just have a look at what the access port is going to look like. Spinny, rolly, cutty. Mounty, scary. First I'm going to just do a partial seal with shellac around the perimeter. This is not a head start on French polishing, it's to ensure that any glue squeeze out doesn't soak into the timber.